Right lads, here we are. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the United Way, episode 43. And as you can tell by the picture, the thumbnail, the title of today's episode, that's right, we have got Lionel Messi. Now, we had him on a free, but the idea was that we could pay £1 million and get him a few months early. Now, he is randomly retiring on the 15th of October. It was a really random date. Absolutely random date. But we'll enjoy him while we can. He's on 185 grand a week. He hasn't played yet. So today we've got Leeds United in the FA Cup. He hasn't played a game. He's going to play deep line forward. Just a bit of fun. Messi, innit, end of the day. Couldn't say no. He hasn't played much over the last 18 months, I don't think. He'd only had 12 games, but, you know, it's a body. It's Messi. We couldn't say no. Rodrigo is in through the door, and he's arrived injured. So he's not played yet, and won't play for another couple of weeks, I think. Calf strain, he's out for up to maybe another fortnight or so. Form-wise, the unbeaten streak finally went at home to Tottenham. A really blur performance where we just didn't do anything. Tottenham didn't do a great deal either. So I think in the end, obviously we are first because our run since the last episode when we played the Arsenal and won 3-0 has been pretty good. We did have a really scary moment in the Champions League where we were the Benfica game. We were literally 6 minutes from going out. That would have put them too far ahead of us. That would have put them, 3 points ahead of us, and they would have had a better head-to-head record. Luckily, we got an equaliser, and then we had to win the last game. We beat Fenerbahce 9-1. So we've managed to qualify. Luckily, we've got Real Madrid as well in the next round, first knockout round. So that will be very interesting. Cup-wise, we're in the EFL semi-final. We managed to get through. We're playing Bournemouth, so the domestic treble is what we want more than anything else, and we're on for that. FA Cup today, as I said, against Leeds. The league table looks a little bit like this. So 10 points, probably cut to 7. When Arsenal play, happy with that. I don't think we can grumble too much with that, can we? We've just got to keep it going. We now have a very, very good squad. We've got a lot of rotation coming in this game. Kylian Mbappe has been out for a long, long time. He's got shin splints. He just started to pick up slightly before his injury. Hopefully welcoming him back very, very soon. I think our overall, we ended up beating I think it was Preston's. I think Preston were classed as the first ever Invincibles. Yeah, so it was 58 games in all. We've gone without defeat. Not a bad little record, was it? So now it's just a case. Now that run's disappeared, it does free us up to just have a little bit of rotation in the league when we can. Take maybe a couple more risks. But today we have got a fair bit of rotation. We've only played a couple of days ago against City. So, our team today is Purrington Go, Pavlovic, Langlet, Herman, Sessegnon, Valdivia, Dyer, Diaz, Gomez, Goat, and Bogicevic. Just want him to score some goals like we do with Ronaldo. We just want him to score some goals. He's got the number 25 shirt on, look. There he is. We'll go first. Highlight to Dirty Leeds. Musa. Pagemiemi. Good tackle from Dyer. Good tackle again. Gomez. I will not be happy if we get knocked out. I remember a long, long time ago, Leeds beat Man United 1-0 in the FA Cup. I think it was I'm sure it was FA Cup third round as well. Was it Ellen Road? I think it was at Old Trafford. Jermaine Beckford was a goal scorer. Bogicevic is in. It's a good save from the goalkeeper. We got Musa for Leeds. We've had a decent start of Leeds, to be fair. Good save from Purrington, because I thought that across the line then. We got away with that one. We need a little bit more. Well, we need a lot more. Give it to Messi. Harry Kane is out. He's injured. Just slight knock from the last game at Manchester City, but we can't use him. He's not going to be able to come off the bench for us, that's for sure. Not a great half at all. A little bit worried. Remember, we want to win the FA Cup. We've only winning it once in 7 years. Not good at all. We've got Chiesa on the bench, to be fair. I think Chiesa might be the man for Diaz. We've got Messi free kick. Bogicevic. Little bit of a lag. Sorry about the lag. Something's going on with the computer tonight. But we're up and running. Bogicevic 1-0. Messi assist. That's what we're talking about. Right. I'm not going to play Chiesa unless I really, really have to. We'll just keep him, push him forward. It's kind of our reserve, you know. Look, Pavlovic, Langlet, Dyer, Valdivia, Diaz, Gomez, even Bogicevic, I suppose. So we've got 7 or 8 real sort of like not second teamers, but backups. And we're strolling to a 1-0 victory. We have had 23 attempts. We've dominated the game. They're going to have a corner, last kick of the game. Musa was blocked. Blocked again. And there we go. 1-0. Not the greatest performance that we've ever had. But today's all about Messi. And he's got himself an assist. It's just a shame we didn't have Ronaldo in it. We could have persuaded Ronaldo just to play that one more year. Ooh, Gary Monk's just been sacked before the Bournemouth game. Right, what we are going to do is, because we've finished a little bit early with the game, with it only being 1-0, I'm just going to show you a couple of youngsters that we've got going. And how we may be potentially looking over the next sort of like few years. So, there's James Thomas, our under-21 goalkeeper, who's only 18, rated 7.5 million, value 7.5. He has dropped slightly, but him and Purrington for the next, 10 years. We've still got Henderson as well, so I think it's important. He's homegrown, we haven't bought him from anywhere. Might try and get him out on a loan next year if Henderson's still with us. We've got a bit of array of talent in strikers. So this guy, Nick White, has been on loan for the last few years. And to be fair, he's having a poor season this year. He is in the Championship with Luton. But he'd had a decent spell with Bradford City last year. Awesome physicals. Complete forward. Still only 19 years old. He's not, he's 3.5 star. Once again, with a couple of leads like John Andrews, pretty decent. Awesome physicals, decent finishing. To be fair, he's a little bit better. He's on loan as well. Ipswich in the Championship. Just that little, I think both of them just that little bit short in terms of overall quality. Carboni has dropped dramatically. He cannot score at all. I am going to put him in the first team squad next year and give him a season with us before I then make a decision to offload him. You know, he's got, as an advanced forward, he's got 16 dribbling, 16 finishing, 16 first touch. Passing not great, but I'm not too bothered about that. Off the ball, 16 decision, composure, acceleration. He's got everything you kind of want in an advanced forward. So we will give him a go. But he's had 2 really poor loan spells at Gladbach and then Villarreal this year. So he will have one last season. People like Mason Greenwood coming to the end. His contract is out at the end of the season. I'm going to probably offer him a new deal, but then try and sell him, I think. Bit of a shame. I think FM20 is the game for Mason Greenwood. I haven't seen too much on FM19 of Mason Greenwood really hitting the highlights. And there's this little player called Rob Warner. I was a little bit of a fan of him. He hasn't really progressed. He's had a couple of loan spells again, but he's going to be a little bit short. Well short. My main guy, we've got Lewis Foreman, who's a winger. Left winger. He's only 17 years old. He's on loan at Bolton in League One. He's played a lot of games for us this season. A lot of games for Bolton already this season, which is good. I'm not seeing the 5-star potential just yet, if I'm honest. I suppose he's got dribbling where he's good. He's going to be obviously pretty pacey. But he's got a little bit of work to do there. This guy, on the other hand, Jason Tudor, 16 years old, Welsh. He's already had 5 caps for Wales under 21s. 6'1", advanced forward, 4.5-star potential. Look at the amount of goals. As you can just see off screen, just on screen, sorry, next to my mug. 52 goals in 39 games. Obviously, this is in the youth team, but he scored 18 and 15 last year. He was the youth intake last season, so he'd only played the last 15 games, scored 18 goals, and then this season he's on 52 goals, banging goals in left, right, and centre. It might be a case of getting him out on loan next season, and then being really brave at getting him. You know, he's going to be better than the two other boys in the under-21s, the Nick White and John Andrews. So it might be a case of letting them go elsewhere and have a better pathway for Jason Tudor, but he is our main man. And then we got a couple of Daniel Marshall, 4.5 star, just good solid defender, right back, 17 years old. He's on loan as well this season. He's not having the greatest of times at Rochdale in League One, but he's getting games under his belt. And then Michael Holmes, another centre half, he's got a lot of work to do as well. So we're not blessed with a great amount of talent, but there's enough there. Remember, we've got quite a young side now. If you have a look at our team, obviously excluding Messi, we've got Kane on 31, Dyer and Stones, but then we've got a whole host of players that are under the age. Look at all these that are under the age of up to there. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 players under the age of 25 as well. So we don't need that many players coming through, really. No desperate need for them. Obviously, we've got a bit of money still to spend. But I think we're actually failing FFP now because of the Rodrigo transfer. But that is a little recap of what's going on in the squad and the club. This man will hopefully be fit for the next episode, Sunday's episode. We will look at coming back Champions League. We'll come back Champions League, Real Madrid at home, first leg. Alright guys, if you enjoyed today's episode, please drop a like in there. Let me know in the comments below what you think of Messi signing for Man United, even though he's 37. And if you're new around here, drop a subscribe. Muchly appreciated, and I will see you on Sunday morning. Thank you guys. See you later.